and she is wearing the Botanica Medallion cardigan. And this knitted vest is designed by Sheila Moore. It was featured in the Spring-Summer 2009 issue of Vogue Knitting. It's done in blue sky alpaca's skinny dyed and was used in a versatile gold color. The medallion is knitted in the round, but the border is knit in a long strip, and then the stitches in the border vary in gauge to create a curve, and then it's sewn to the medallion. The open work on the edge is made by wrapping the needle several times to make elongated stitches. The slits are left for armholes and finished with a crocheted edging. Good job, Christy. Hey, I recognize this. This is the reversibly cabled and textured cardigan by Lily Chin. Who? Never heard of her. And it's from Lily Chin's new book, Power Cables, the ultimate guide to knitting inventive cables. It's a versatile cardigan that can be worn many ways. Wear it open, put it up. Wear it closed. It's reversible, so you can open it up without shame. Put a shawl pin on it. Wear it with the collar up. Wear it with the collar down. Cuffs up make for 3/4 length sleeves. Cuffs down makes for full length sleeves. The reversible and textured cables are worked in ribbing and garter. The yarn is Dolce Mohair from Trendsetter. It's worked on size 9 needles, and it's a generous cut in this oversized cardigan. But because the mohair is so light and airy, it doesn't matter, it won't weigh much. So there are more than 11, count them, 11 ways of working reversible cables, as well as a primer on how to do cables, and how to do your design work. So you need this book. From Daniel Newhouse, we have Wonder Woman. It's a bat-winged or faraway shawl. It's knit in adapted twin-leaf pattern using Manos de Uruguay, and it's named for a 1,000-year-old tree. The pattern will be available this fall from Molting Yeti Super Fun Knits. That's quite a name, Molting Yeti, from Daniel Newhouse. And from TKGA, we have the modified raglan cardigan by Suzanne Ryan. This is a raglan sleeve cardigan, and it has lots of texture. See the stitches added to a cabled background develop in a rich blend of colors, rather than the cooling which is typical of hand-painted yarns. Notice the beautiful back cable. The sweater is knitted in the round from the bottom up. The back raglan decreases are modified to create a sharper and lower angle to intersect with the cable design in the upper back. And the yarn is Yarn Market's Abbey collection on their Sunset Chapel colorway. So this pattern will appear in the May-July 2010 issue of Cast On. And again, the yarn is from Yarn Market. It's yarnmarket.com. And from TKGA, here's the Swing Coat by Gary Klein. And by the way, doing the lovely modeling is yarnmarket.com. This is Jack. It's knit in Trendsetter's Tonalita in their fusion colorway, and it has that beautiful gradual blending of colors. Barry's coat is designed for real bodies, and it's very flattering because it's flared at the bottom, and with more body fit, it moves, with more fitting of a body as it moves up. The wide bottom border runs around the body, the jacket body in one piece, and then the fronts and backs are picked up from the side of the bottom border, but from different angles, so that modular shaping occurs. The bottom border and the body pieces are worked in stockinette, and the center front piece is worked in 3 and 1 rib, changing the way the colors move and creating a front border that turns into a shawl collar. The sleeves have a ribbed cuff and turn into stockinette, and this pattern is one of those 25 special designs that will be appearing in the fall issue of Cast On, the TKGA anniversary issue. This is the textured stitch pullover and scarf designed by Edie Ekman. It's an easy knit purl combination, and the pattern adds texture and interest to this cozy sweater. It's knit in Nazca Wind, which is a silk alpaca blend from Plymouth on size 9 needles. It's quick and fun to knit. Moss Stitch Scarf offers additional styling options, and the 3/4 length sleeves leave room to show off your favorite gloves, or maybe some bracelets with bling. Those of you who were in Edie's Professional Development Day session that was on Tuesday will recognize this as a sweater proposal that she discussed, and this will be also in the 25th anniversary issue of Cast On. Okay, I'll make it fast. She says, now remember, this is a Southern girl in the sweater, so talk fast. This is the Woven Colors Pullover by Lily Chin. It's knit in Reynolds soft sea worsted, and this is a design, this design incorporates ways of doing color into cables. That is to say, now you can work cables in color. And one thinks of color work as in Tarsha or Fair Isle. But I wanted to make the colors easier to do and more accessible. So I created little pearl nibs in the cables so you weave another color up through the cables. On Thursday, my weaving techniques class, I know there are many students who took that class will recognize it. And this is also a nod to my latest book, Power Cables, The Ultimate Guide to Knitting Inventive Cables from Interweave Press, June 2010. You choose your own colors. Even if you don't like the colors we used, you can pick your own. And this is, by the way, even if you don't like to put in the different colors, the basic pattern is interesting. So, turn around. That's why the back is blank. So you can see it with or without the color weaving. You choose. Again, this pattern is going to appear in the TKGA 25th anniversary issue of Cast On. From Liz Kazouris, this is Skin of the Sea, and I think you can see why. It's an Ilka Leisha hand design, and the vest is worked sideways in a combination of Island Rose and Indian cross stitch. The yarn is from fleece artist called Woolly Silk 3-ply, and it's 65 wool, 35 silk, hand dyed. Both the designer and the yarn are Canadian, eh? Is Judy Pascal. She did Nuno felting. I'm sure many of you were in her class. This is her felted scarf. It is the Nuno felted scarf by Judy Pascal. Uses an age-old Japanese technique known as Nuno wet felting. It uses pieces of silk and then coaxing the wool to penetrate it. The resulting scarf is lightweight and beautifully textured. It can be worn in any number of flattering ways. Gorgeous. From Arinda Holiday, we have the Wasp Wing coat. And this coat is based on the Wasp Wing cardigan, which appeared in Cast On. It is knit using Redfish Dye Works single-ply silk. Are you ready for this? 000 needles. Woman, you are a better knitter than I am. And from Candace Eisner Strick, we have Edie actually modeling Candace's work. It's lovely as a many mixed miter thing. Love is a many mixed miter thing shawl. That's the name of it. Candace Eisner Strick shawl is Love is a many miter thing, and it's knit in her unique yarn called Merging Colors. This colorway is called Caribbean Sunset, and it begins at the very bottom point. Miter diamonds are added one by picking up the knitting along the already existing edges. Short rows that finish the top and holes enhance the gorgeous construction and color. Where's Candace? Is she here? Hey Candace, I think some mods got to her. This is the TKGA Grand Prize winner. It's a classic Aran meets double knit tunic sweater. It is done by Kathleen Eldridge of Aurora, Colorado. And as the Grand Prize winner of this year's TKGA Design Contest, Kathleen Eldridge of Aurora, Colorado exceeded all of the judges' expectation in her children's fashion entry. Her totally reversible plastic Aran means double knit tunic is aptly named because the pullover combines two things that Kathy loves best: cables and reversible knits. But she goes so much further than just the bare bones of these two fun techniques with her sense of detail and fun. Starting with her favorite four contrasting solid colors, Kathy gives her imagination free rein in using wonderful animal motifs and symbols mixed with traditional cables for spectacular results. And we just love that sweater so much, it's appropriate for boys as well as girls. And what young one doesn't love? Puppies and elephants. This is Utah by way of Norway from Arenda Holiday. Is it Arenda or Arenda? Arenda. Okay, say I'm here. Arenda shares this sweater is a reworking of the sweater that she designed for the level 3 of the Master Hand Knitting program. And she wanted to use a finer yarn so that she could get more detail in. The sweater is inspired by two things: her love of the state where she grew up and for her Norwegian heritage. And so the body of the sweater is worked in one piece using the traditional modern designs. And in all of the Norwegian sweaters that she has designed, she likes to incorporate a motif as a nod to the upcoming season, hence the flower band. Well, we hope you enjoyed the wonderful fashions that you saw tonight.